Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Junie B. Jones' Toothless Wonder. We're going to read Chapter 2 today. And Chapter 2 is called Uncle Lou. And that does rhyme, doesn't it? So it starts like this. Remember, Junie B is at school, and there's a speaker that's coming to talk about recycling. So that's what's going on at the beginning of this book, or this chapter. The speaker came at 10 o'clock. Her name was Miss Chris. Miss Chris told us all about recycling. Also, she showed us a movie. It was called Dan, the Soda Can. It was very thrilling, I tell you, because Dan the Soda Can lived in a soda machine at a gas station. Only too bad for Dan, because after the lady drank his soda, she threw him right out her car window, and Dan got his can all dented. But hooray, hooray! A cop saw the lady littering, and he gave her a big fat ticket. Then a can man took Dan to a recycling center, and the man got cash money. Plus, Dan got fixed up good as new. And bingo, he turned into Dan the orange juice can. It was a miracle, I tell you. Room 1 clapped and clapped at that happy ending. Then Miss Chris passed out around stickers of Dan the Soda Can for us to stick onto our shirts. And the stickers said, "Recycling makes sense. Ha ha. Get it?" Now the kind of sense that they're talking about is CENTS. And that means like change, like the money you would get that's a quarter, a dime, a nickel. But recycling also makes sense, SENSE, which means it's a good thing to do. It makes sense in your head, like you can understand why you would want to do it. So it's kind of a joke, the play on words. Sense sounds like sense, and that is a good one, I think. After that, all of us went to lunch and recess, and we were still in happy moods. On the playground, Jose and Lenny and Shirley asked to see my loose tooth. And then pretty soon the other children wanted to see it too. And so finally I stood them all in a row and I let them look real close. And after they looked, I walked down the row and I showed them how far I could bend it. Herb clapped and clapped. Jose and Lenny whistled. Sheldon tried to pick me up. And that is not a normal reaction, I think. "You're gonna look cool when it finally comes out, Junie B," said Herb. "See," said Jose, "you're going to look really cool, like a hockey player, I bet." "Yeah," said Lenny, "hockey players almost never have any teeth." "Neither do kickboxers," said Shirley. "Maybe you'll look like a kickboxer, Junie B." Just then Sheldon did a sigh. "Oh, I just hope you don't look like my toothless Uncle Lou," he said. "My toothless Uncle Lou never brushed or flossed, and then all his teeth fell out." I made a sick face. Sheldon shrugged. "Well, it's not like he's totally toothless," he said. "He still has one bottom tooth left. It's kind of yellow, but it can still bite an apple." After that, Sheldon walked away. I watched him go. And then I sat down in the grass, and I tried not to think of toothless Uncle Lou. After school, me and Herb rode the bus home together. We sit with each other every single day, except not on Saturdays or Sundays or weekends. Me and Herb talk about lots of stuff on the bus. Only today I didn't feel like talking hardly because I was still upset about looking like Uncle You-Know-Who. I slumped down in my seat very glum. "What if I look like a weirdo?" I said. "Huh, Herb? What if I look like toothless Uncle Lou?" Herbert patted me. "Don't worry, you won't." Probably." I kept on worrying. "Yeah, only today is Friday, Herb," I said, "and so by Monday my tooth will already be out, I bet. And so what if I come to school looking like toothless Uncle Lou? And then all of room 1 starts making fun of me, and they form a circle around me, and they laugh, and they skip, and they throw fruit." Then all of a sudden I did a gasp, because an even worser problem popped into my head. I grabbed Herb's shirt. "Oh no, Herb, oh no," I said. What if I don't even look like myself on Monday? Not even a tiny bit, I mean. And then I get on this bus and you don't even recognize me. And so you pass right by my seat and I have to sit by myself all alone and toothless. Herb looked down at his shirt. He said to please take my hands off of him. He smoothed himself out. Maybe you should look on the bright side, Junie B, he said. Even if all of that bad stuff happens, which you probably won't, you'll still end up with a bunch of money from the Tooth Fairy, right? And that's good, isn't it? As soon as he said that, chill bumps came on my skin. My stomach got flutterflies in it. I looked out the window so Herb couldn't see my face. Because guess what? The Tooth Fairy is a whole other can of worms. Do you know what a whole other can of worms means? It's like a whole other problem altogether. I wonder if Junie B is afraid of the Tooth Fairy. I don't know. Tune in to our next story time when we read chapter 3 called Ow. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.